Hey, I'm back with another video immediately after I was recording one. I've recorded like an hour and 50 minutes of gameplay so far. It's not bad. This game Cry Fear, it's one of my favorite games. Like actually, I love this game a lot. I hold it very close to me. It this and Hotline Miami. I know like actually incel core games. They helped me cope through thing. Like 'cause I found like I related to Simon. Not so much Jacket and Hotline Miami. He was like, I did it. I'm actually so cool. Sorry, that's a thing I've never been able to do so far. Oh my god. But yeah. Um, like Hotline Miami. I don't actually. I could show you guys like a playthrough that. It's an anger-inducing game for me. Oh, this thing is what Simon scribbles in his thing. My life. That faithful night, the child lay upon the road, broken. Why did you have to walk that way so late, young man? Why did you have to be so foolish? Disillusioned and embittered by his parents' words, the child was broken. Physically, broken mentally. The men in white placed him in the rolling chairs. How he laughed. And so he lived what remained of his life. One day, fate smiled upon the child, and so he became upon the implement of his destruction. Decisions, decisions! The outcome was not certain. Pro captu lectoris. I can't really speak Latin, so I could take that later on in high school. I don't know if I want to. Hab habent sua fade libelli. That means something. I don't know what it is, but it's my. It says my life, so you're supposed to like decode this. So it goes car, wheelchair. Where's wheelchair? Uh, gun book. I think. I might have got that wrong actually. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't. I'm better. When I have to think about stuff, I I I feel like it ends out like worse for me. That sounds like insane. I mean like sometimes like I overthinking. That's what I think. Not what? When I overthink stuff, it obviously gets worse because I'm an overthinker. I am a dweller. I dwell on stuff that like people said to me in the past. Not like the good stuff, the bad stuff because well, I mean that's how certain minds work and I dislike it. I don't like it at all, really. It's dumb. I even like stuff from like months, you know, I why do I do it? I don't know. And I really don't like it at all because it doesn't make you feel good. I feel like that's obvious. Yeah, especially when you think of like all the negative stuff. It sucks a lot. That's obvious, you know. That's I wouldn't say like that spearheaded my depression. Um like I don't remember where I'm going. um my ex-girlfriend, I'm not going to say her name for privacy reasons. It's not right for me to just say her name here. Um but yeah, it's just she didn't help with that. Where am I going? That's just the way I came. Um it was a toxic relationship like I had said in I think the other video. I don't remember which one it was. Maybe it was my part 2 or 3. But where like it was a toxic relationship. It was you know what also didn't help? A toxic relationship. Oh crap! He's gonna turn around. That's the ending there. A toxic relationship is like I don't remember exactly what the words were because it was that thing was 2 years ago now. Um, but I like let's see, what was it again? One of the key signs was like getting oh
Yes, he suffered severe spinal
spinal
damage in the
damage. Yeah.
accident. It's a miracle he still retains upper body motion. From the waist down, however, there is no nervous response at all,
This is
not
just
to mention
yeah.
the mental trauma he suffered. From what I can tell, Simon is a deeply disturbed individual who had mental problems even prior to the accident.
Oh shit. Yeah, the Hello Kitty suit does take away from like the seriousness of this. The game is it's not like oh take me super duper seriously. It's a game after all. You don't have to take every game like literally every time. You know, if you did that like you're probably no fun to be around. But you know for certain stuff it you know at least take it with some serious. Like people in TikTok comments, um, like when it's something serious, and you know what they do? They just like they don't actually. It's like they don't care. You know, it's just, it's insane.
Something is obviously not
I don't like when people do that. Like
hurry now
um,
before something else happens.
I sometimes I think people are just like actually federal agents. You know, when they're talking about something serious and then they just turn into a meme. It is true, like meme tick or memetic warfare, where like the CIA has its own meme division, and like to quote Wendigoon, he's a great YouTuber. If it was like on the thing of like Siege of Waco or Ruby Ridge, if you don't think the government will do that, they will, because they've done like the U.S. government mostly, not mostly. There's a lot of other governments. If like just if different branches of like governments are in of the U.S. government are like willing to be comically evil, then like what do you think rich people do? I mean, hell, look at Epstein. The dude, I mean, wasn't he like a terrible investor? No, like I mean, look at God, Coca-Cola and like just major corporations. Just look at that. I mean, Coca-Cola, I think they had a massive controversy in like I think it was like 1991 or like 1998. It was like somewhere in the 90s, I believe, or 2000s, early 2000s, where they had like sent Colombian death squads, like just to they had paid Colombian death squads just to like kill union leaders, just to destabilize like unions, which is insane enough as is. You are like you have more than enough money as a big corporation like that, you know. But no, in like I feel like I sound like such a not a capitalist. No, what a capitalist? I'm like I'm advising against it. You know, like I'm pretty anti-capitalist. I don't know what would be the best because right now I think see, and here I am again. I'm not the most informed, I'll say, um, on stuff. Hey, look, he was black, but now he's like back to normal, and it's not. Don't take that out of context. Textures were black. I, yeah, I'm definitely not like super informed on a lot of stuff. As like, I'm not as informed as I'd like to be. But sometimes, like when I do, like hear about stuff that's happened, and it's like stuff in the world, it brings you down, man. It really does. Or just seeing what people will say on the internet, like not even just like stupid meme stuff, like just like I think 4chan. I'm pretty sure it was like Epstein who had like a pretty big part in that one board of 4chan. I think it was like for Anna. I don't remember what it was. It was like one of the boards though. Just hearing what they talk about women, it's horrible. You know, like they call them foids. Um, I'd be like a huge hypocrite if I said I say that isn't like okay, if I cut this off here, it sounds like really bad. I'll use certain terms just to like really wash away the meaning of it. I won't use like dog whistles like uh what was it? If I capitalize SS in a lot of stuff, it does like or like okay, I got a good one. White ladder laces. People say lace code is dead. It is not. And this is such like a nerdy thing to say, like, oh yeah, hey, talk about lace code. Oh, I'm so fat. God, but like, it's just lace code is definitely a thing. I think it was like, I know it is a bit finicky to like control, not control, you know, keep track of, but it was something like, here, wait, I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna go on this tangent here. Like white ladder laces, you're a neo-Nazi. That's what that means pretty much. Whenever people make videos on combat boots, I have my own like pair of combat boots. I think they're cool. They were a gift from my auntie Kim. She is lovely. She has helped me a lot throughout life. They were a gift from her and my little cousin Knightley. Like he is a fighter. My God, he's actually got like leukemia. I don't know how he's been. I should actually check up on them. I don't do that because I'm afraid they won't like me. It's a weird paranoia thing with the depression. But hey, maybe they'll see this video and like, hey, yeah, no, hey, you can reach out anytime. But yeah, they gave me combat boots. I think it's cool. I love like a lot of military surplus. I own an M65 jacket. I wear that like everywhere because it's cool. I don't love the military. I think like I used to love the military as in like a super patriotic way, like, oh yeah, I love war, but that's because I was like 6. I was super duper, like not actually aware of what a lot of wars are. Like the Vietnam War. I don't think it was cool on that they sent like they drafted like pretty much as children, or World War II. Well, okay. Some people say we fought the wrong enemy in World War II, and you can just tell that they like live in their mom's basement. They are just stupid. There's like literal like Nazis, and like that's dumb. We definitely like fought the right enemy. You know, Nazis killing like a bunch of Jewish people, and like I don't understand why people blame Jewish people, like working class Jews. I don't like saying the word Jews in a lot of contexts because, like that one Sunny clip, it sounds like pretty like bad in a lot of the contexts. And I've heard it in a lot of like negative ways when people talk about Jewish people. That's why I say Jewish people instead of like, yeah, instead of the Jews, because that just sounds like harsh, doesn't it? It's like saying, like hate. Jews is a strong word. Um, yeah, like 6 million Jewish people. Then people like try and deny that, but then they also try and like just they'll say, oh yeah, God, there's like these. Sometimes I'll get like posts on neo Nazis, and like I know you can go, well, the you paid for a reason, right? No, it's because like I debate people in the comment sections. I think it's like wrong. I look, it does if okay. I'm gonna get some like major points across. That way I can like tackle them. I'm gonna like write these down on my own. Like I have a notepad. It's a lovely gift from my therapist Diane. But okay, just gonna like chicken scratch. I'm gonna write billionaire. I hate people with insane amount of money like that. Insane amounts of money like that. Like I hate Gabe Newell a little less, but like if you're a billionaire, you've had to exploit someone in some way. You know, like Valve and Steam, they're great. I think maybe somehow he is like the good billionaire, but even then, like you can't trust a person with that much money ever. They are going to backstab you because how else do you think they got all their money? They had to be snakes and treacherous by doing that. All right, hold up. Then I'll write another note here. Anti-Semitism. It's actually getting like really normalized, and that's not good. So is a transphobia. That's dumb. And a lot of times it's just like I think yeah, conservative party, like conservative groups like not disliking them or blaming them. Even like sometimes it's not even like conservative. It's just like kids. Like it sucks, especially like I've seen certain like kids be like neo-Nazis and you're a kid, man. You're a neo-Nazi and you're like same age as me. You know? I don't I don't understand how like I've seen like brown people being white supremacists, and that doesn't make sense. You're brown. It doesn't make sense there. That also confuses me. Just like God. Okay, so I've got billionaire, anti-Semites, and Jewish people aren't the enemy. All right, like elites are, and you can even see that in the files. There is so much like major like uh people in power. There's just elites. I feel like I sound super like like one picture. You guys might not know it if I describe it because I suck at describing stuff, but it's a picture of like Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Charlie Kelly. He is just like on a ward. He's like on like there's just like a bunch of papers everywhere and like red yarn. Like because he's dyslexic, he most likely have like misread Pennsylvania. He's like talking about Pepe Sylvia. He's like, yeah, there's no notes. They go everywhere, and he just because he sucks at like reading mail. He was like working in a mailroom. I don't know. It's just that's how I feel. I don't like sounding like a conspiracy theorist. I believe in some conspiracies. Yeah. Do I think the moon landing was fake? No. I also don't really care about that. It's a great feat. Fucking sorry. I sometimes when I get like riled up and not like emotional here, but like riled up, I like my vocabulary sometimes like it decreases and like the swears increase, which is not good. I have to learn to not do that because if I ever would get into a debate with someone and that happens, then it just looks like that I'm like I hate saying this, low IQ because yeah, if I'm debating and then like I just start attacking them, ad hominem, which just attacking their character instead of like going after their arguments, that's dumb. That means I've lost, you know. And if I'm like okay, rage bait, I'm a 50-50 on that. I hate and I love it, 'cause it's funny when it's done right. It's like fun, but like sometimes it's done wrong a lot of the time because then there's just people like saying Epstein was right. That's not rage bait. That's just you being like a dickhead, you know? Here, let's watch this cutscene. I'll like go on later because I have a lot of thoughts on a lot of topics. Like trans people. I love trans people. I love people in the LGBTQ community, LGBTQIA plus. They are all my homies. You know, I'm in that. I'm pansexual. Because like I don't get attracted to just purely looks and like gender. You know, I think emotional connection is goated. Is amazing. The song here is called Thoughts by Andreas Ronberg. You can I'll
Back
like
to the train. Sitting here like a fool.
I'll like see if I can link the like OST. It's on YouTube
Just a few seconds ago, I was traveling here.
and also on Apple
No.
Music
Think straight.
and Spotify. I'm
I got hit by a car. Woke
trying not
up,
to talk while he's
and
talking.
These things have been trying to kill me since. I mean, what is actually happening with me? Mom keeps telling me to get home, but why?
You can see the background
How would that
repeating.
solve any of this
It's
crazy
kinda
shit
cool.
I've seen? I can't even contact the police here.
See?
Everything is just fucked.
There it is again.
Could it be that I'm just hallucinating? No, seriously.
It did it again.
Or is there something else? I keep thinking back at that doctor guy. Well, he is crazy, alright.
He's kind of like the main antagonist in this game, Dr. Purnell.
Done something to me?
He
Seems
really tries to help
yes,
Simon
yes.
in like the
Or is
actual
all
thing.
this
Just
just
in like
not
in
real?
the book, he's our antagonist.
I'm confused. I'm just very confused.
Oh, I got a text. Wait,
So many questions, but no answers. I'll see what happens when I come home.
This is a scam, I assume. I don't know. I don't know what Super 8 by Wyndham Sherwood Park is in the Edmonton area. I don't. Okay, I'm actually close to beating the game. I can do this in like a whole day-ish. It's because I've got a lot of free time and use it to clean your room. No, like my uncle like Peter. He's a great guy. He was talking about yeah no I know how it is being unmedicated because he's also unmedicated for ADHD. He's been for a bit. He tells me like routines are good. I would love to get into routine. It's just I okay. I live with my dad, and like right now when he like tells me about responsibilities and doing the dishes, I like. It was also when my math teacher was telling me about like yeah hey when you're in college you're gonna need to do this, but like I you know whenever like you have to cram before like a test just to like fully absorb all the knowledge, it's like different like kind of let's see what's word here. It's I know I get stuck on words. I'm sorry guys. Not consequences, but almost like that. It's sort of like a synonym or maybe an antonym of that. It's just like there's different. What's the word here? I guess like not goals, but yeah, like let's say if I was living alone, I'd have more drive to clean my like stuff because I'm not like living with someone. But then if I roomed with someone, I would for some reason feel like less inclined to clean our room. It's not as if I'm like making them clean my stuff. It's just you know what I mean. It's sort of it's a weird thing. I know it's but you know the way my brain works is weird. You know how I was like talking about you know my body and my brain. Like whenever I get like super stressed out and panicky, like panic attacks, my brain takes over. But like honestly, I've got mental issues. I know that. I've probably inherited a lot of that from my family. You know, I got well, I wouldn't say I've got like well, no, I'm lucky to even be here. I'm lucky to be alive. I'm proud to be alive. I'm grateful for you know the opportunity the creator's given me. But let's see. It's just I've I know my family like even my mom and my dad's side they've struggled with addiction. I know my dad's side definitely struggles with the depression. My aunties definitely that. I could just like if I was an incel, I'd blame that on them being a woman. You see how I'm like thinking that? That's because I was talking about like incels earlier and how they like call women voids. It's just it's not good because they mean femme annoyed void. And it's just they truly believe that like women are like just straight objects and they're only there for like childbirth. It is nasty, I know, right? Okay, rabbits. Everybody loves rabbits, and it's Afraid of Monsters director's cut. Okay, some I know whenever I play a thing, my voice has definitely changed a little bit in like the way I've been talking because during the winter break, before I like was going to school, I I'd talk online to my friends and I wouldn't like be moving my lips as much and like the way I'd be talking, I'd somewhat speak in an accent almost. I don't think they noticed it all that much because they didn't really ask about it. But you know, you don't really ask like, "Hey, dude, why do you sound so different?" Huh? You know, it just sounds mean, doesn't it? But yeah, I was actually playing this in the first video. I'm going to try and continue it. I don't know how like my volume sounds now. If it's bad, I'm actually going to like I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna cry. I don't cry when I get mad. I like when I'm emotional. I feel miserable. You know, like like the on the verge of tears. Like not like I'm going to cry. It's a, see my brain and I've said my in a weird accent. My emotions kind of are weird. I'd say emotions. I'm not saying like all my emotions are weird. That's not a healthy way to think of it. I went the wrong way. It's just I my dad because he grew up with like a not so great dad. You know, he never like really like learned how to like have a good like be a good dad almost. He is a good dad, don't get me wrong. He's trying his best. I can recognize that. My mom, she's trying like her best. I know she's trying, you know. It's just it's tough cuz addiction really like it really takes you out of just you know, addiction sucks. I hate it. I truly do. It's taking like a lot of family and people away. That's not good. Also just like doesn't make me like addiction doesn't make me sad. I'm trying to like think of the word here. It's definitely like is it this one? It is. Yes. God, I'm trying to think of the word here. Addiction though. Yeah, it sucks a lot. I know I'm saying like, yeah, grass is green tick, like, my brother. I just sound like a stupid, like, TikToker. But seriously, though, Southmont is going to be on the right and blue on the left. If it's the same door, then I see. No, we good. But yeah, I hate drugs and alcohol. I like, actually depends on, like what kind of I'm feeling. I'm different people a lot of the time. Okay, hold on. In this part of the game, it's supposed to like represent some loss because instead of me having an axe, a camera of death, and like a phone and a tape, what you'd have in a normal playthrough is like mostly guns. You'd have like a tack light for your Glock if you explored better. It's implied the doctor kind of sawed the train. I think it's implied. I believe, like I headcanon that he did that, but yeah, it's just. See, lost my train of thought. I thought it was important to mention that. It was not. I could have mentioned that a while ago.
My bag.
Yeah, but oh yeah, this part is kind of like some loss, you know, because you lose your bag, you lose all your like arsenal, all your ammo and stuff. This part's like the music that plays. It's supposed to increase anxiety and stuff, like cortisol, because I'm like kind of like Godus, you know, like. Okay, you guys don't know who that is. I'm not chronically online, but I am online a lot. You know, and do I like it? Yeah. What, I'm a teenager. I love being on like devices. What do you expect? I'm recording a video on a device now. What? This part, like when it doesn't make a noise there, yeah, okay, that's kind of cool. I like when they, you know, it's just supposed to be tense. See, I think you get like maybe 30 to 45 seconds doing that. And you see how I only have these items now, like 2 slots. You think, oh hey, you lose your camera and your axe. No, because of that they added a secret room here. It's called the secret room. The song that's playing now is called Gifts. You'll notice that the package that was there, like in the beginning of the game, the yellow package, the mysterious package it's called, it's not there anymore. That's actually how you get the David suit and the Freddy Monster suit and like the Twitcher suit, where I look like a Twitcher from Freddy Monsters. It's cool. I'm gonna wear this one now, and you'll see me in cutscenes where I just look like nasty. Oh right, one of my like tangents. Look. Gotta be honest with y'all. I'm pansexual. Yeah, I lean more towards guys because of my like ex. She like, I wouldn't say she like fucked me up, like in that aspect, but you know she made it, like, for me I find it a lot harder to like trust like native women now, and that's like, I know how that sounds. You know, I'm a native man. I can't even trust like native women. I can, obviously. I actually am not really friends with any native women anymore. I recently had a falling out with one of my friends. She was nice. She was short. Uh, it just I don't actually know what caused it. She got drunk and stuff and high, and I didn't like that. I told her I was disappointed in her. Oh, voice crack. I told her I was disappointed in her because she was like another little sister to me, on top of my like other little sister, you know. Also, 'cause like she was a good friend, you know. I I'm a bit like sad to have lost her as a friend, but you know, we don't all have the same friends. You know, we grow old, grow up. Oh yeah, I have to. This is one of the last mentioned, or like I think, what's the word here? Things of the Saw Runner here. Oh, I'm stuck on a thing. So you pick up this doorknob. He spawns over there. I'm going to drop my axe there. See, look, he's gonna come at me. It's supposed to like represent another panic attack. Also because like Simon's in the forest, you know, he's like scared and stuff. Bam, doorknob. See how I don't have to go into my inventory and place it? That's cool because I bind the stuff. You'll see like, okay, you guys can see it, but when I do the trick like where I jump really far like that and I like bunny hop and stuff, it's sometimes I'll press like my 6 hotkey, which is like right near my pinky knuckle kind of thingy, and yeah, it'll say that because it thinks that there's a 6 item, but there isn't anymore. So yeah, how much like space? 2 saves. See, look, I'm like actually doing great. Here, I'm gonna try something silly here. A thing I neglected to mention because of this scene, because this part, you see how they attack me and they do a lot of damage? A thing you can do is that you can like get them to attack this thing and it'll like activate it. Ouch, ouch. Alright, that's not a wise idea. I'm going to lose a lot of health. See, okay, but like, it's silly how I have an axe here and I can't even break it. But you can get them to attack like this thing here and it would drop the TV, because when they attack, for some reason it's like, it kind of activates a thing, which I find kind of funny. Not like, when I hate using the word silly now. I will use it sometimes because I kind of like I used to have like a higher vocabulary. I still have a pretty like wide vocabulary. It's just not like as big as I wanted it to. My dad says that's because, oh, you spend all your time gaming and not reading. It's not because of that. It's because like, when I was saying synonyms and antonyms, does anyone like, do people really care what the hell a synonym or an antonym is of a word? No, I do. I like learning new words. I actually, well, the way I learn new words, I hear them and then I like Google them. I know, how interesting, man. But no, seriously, it's like, I've been playing the Outlast Trials. Well, I haven't been playing as much recently, but a game I've been playing is the Outlast Trials because my one of my closest friends, Ryder. I'm friends with 2 Ryders. They're both pretty close friends. One of them, let's just refer to him as F, Ryder F. He's funny. They're both funny. Yeah, the dude is like, he does not like care what he says in public, and I find that funny because, you know, it's hilarious when he just like, he says something that would usually like, we're both kind of like that, impulsive. We're not like the most I'm not too socially like anxious anymore. When I'm like alone, I'll get like a bit scared of people. That's because I don't trust people all that often. Oh crap, it's this part. When the hell did I last save? Oh, I can always do it again. I don't care. Ouch. Okay, I do mind. Yes, I know. Okay, see, you see how it gets dark here? That's not fun. There's going to be a trigger warning, suicide. There's going to be people hanging from trees like that. See, okay, now I'm critical. That's not good. I think if I hit one more, then yeah. These are supposed to be like jump scares, cheap little jump scares. I don't like them. I don't like cheap. I don't really appreciate cheap jump scares. Okay, one more hit, I'm dead. One more hit, I'm dead. I can't get hit. I can't get hit. Is there a syringe? Please tell me there's a syringe. I hate that I have to leave my syringes. Oh shit. Okay, there's gonna be a thing on the. Just follow the trail. Follow the trail. If I die, then it's a little bit. It's a time loss because then you know, I have to redo a lot of the train section again. I don't necessarily like doing that. You know, who likes repeating themselves? Not a lot of people. You know, there's people who don't mind, like especially when it's something. But you know, God, it's this part. this is a part with like a lot of timing and stuff involved. It's not like the biggest amount of timing. It's just oh, I like that Danganronpa. How do you guys don't know that game yet? I I'm not the best with timing, I'd say. I'm not the worst with it either. It's just I don't like actually trust my capabilities with timing, you know? If you guys know what I mean. It's just it's scary, you know? Look, this part. It's tense. Jeez, like there, man. I know. Oh yeah, right. I was telling you guys how I learned some Swedish because of this game. The game, like, the game takes place in Stockholm, Sweden, and you're going to a small town of Kirkville to go see your mom because she's like been really worried about you lately. You lose your phone here, so that's kind of sucks. Find your way to the forest. Ah! All right, scared me. But yeah, I know. Like, if you want to say I love my wife, it's like. I think it was like jag älskar like min fru. Wait. Okay, jag älskar dig is like I love you. Then min fru is like my wife. Min man is like my husband. And I know like say you are long, it's like jag är long or what? You are long. I mean to say you are tall, it's like jag är long. That long means like tall. Jag är roligt. That's like you are funny. You know, being funny is also nice if you're like if you're talkative. I'm pretty talkative myself. I do like debates. I don't really debate all that often. I think we were getting like graded on this one assignment in grade 8. I think a big part of grade 8 was like definitely like being depressed a lot. That sucked. You know, that's obvious. Depression sucks. Oh crap. I don't know if there's any suiciders in this one. Okay. But yeah. Let's see. We did this like assignment where it was Renaissance Champions. Like it was my teacher's idea. I realized when I didn't say my ex's name for privacy, and I said my like, oh that's the doctor. When I said my like teachers' names for I didn't say that. I'm sorry. I could try it. Here. I haven't edited my videos yet. I'm doing this all in like one go first, and I'll edit it, then I'll export it, then I'll like go to YouTube. I don't know why I'm like telling you guys my process here. Kind of useless, I'd say. But you know, I might as well. I can't imagine you guys would like really mind if you guys did that. I don't know why I call that weird, but you know. Okay. Look, I have 2 saves left. My plan... This has happened to me before. My plan is I'm going to... I think I'm going to save here. No, I'm not. Your cat was like, oh no, girl, don't even think about it. Is there a syringe? Yes? No, it's upstairs. Alright, you hear the screaming? That reminds me of, Call of Duty World at War on Verrückt. That is a scary map. It was scary to me when I was younger. It still kind of is now. I don't really like admitting when I'm scared. It's like, I think for our, like, assignment that I'm doing on Tuesday, one of the, things was... Hold on, wait. I better keep it until I've explored this area. It doesn't look safe. I like that they did that, but, for one of the assignments, or the assignment is, I've already explained this, like, this is my second time. I'm sorry if you guys, like, for some reason, I don't know what kind of madman would watch all my videos in one go. That's silly. But we have to, yeah, we have to say, like, there are these, like, takes, and we have to see if we, or do we agree with them, or do we challenge them? And it's like, the assignment's on like Western legal tradition versus restorative justice, which is a newer thing in Canada, where it's like for youth who've committed like certain crimes. I'm just kind of like not reading the textbook definition. I cannot, but it's more okay. Look, I'm gonna do something really risky here. I got that in the bag. I'm better than all of y'all. All right, look, I'm gonna get sniped here then. I'm actually the GOAT. Holy crap. You guys, like, you guys don't get it. That is, like, it's, okay, tooting my own horn here. It's not impressive to do that, but it's also not, like, easy to do that, if you guys know what I'm saying. I'm gonna take the shotgun shells, because I'm gonna, no, wait, I have an idea. Here, I'm gonna kill these guys. Drop that there. Let's hope it doesn't phase through. Never mind. Apparently I just have like, fuck, 10 rounds of that. Here's what I'm going to do. So I'm gonna go talk to the doctor guy. wait, I have to be smart about this. Oh yeah, how I think it was, okay, I don't know like how I'm gonna cut these videos up. I might just do it like randomly. No, like maybe I'll like add in a blank screen. I'll like say, hey, outro, bye, and say that. But I'm going to, I'm definitely gonna have an outro. No, I'm not. Okay, I've been trying to record outros and those things. It sucks because most of my videos, like you guys know when you, okay, time flies when you're having fun. That's a saying, and definitely applies here too. Because I've definitely been having fun. I like this game. Favorite game of all time. Well, I say that about Afraid of Monsters, but I mean this one too. It's a great game. So this is Dr. Pennell. You're gonna. I want a new gun. You already have a gun. Remember? You're crazy. His accent is pretty fun. That sounds like mean, but you know. You see how like nasty he looks?
I can't. There's a big fucking date in the way.
Alright, hold on, I'll wait.
You got a gun. The subway. The guy you shot. Remember?
I want a new gun.
Look, just open the gate.
I think Jordi Borima is the guy who did the doctor's voice. I'll see it in the credits, but you know. If I do. He says do, kind of silly. I've said that 5 times already. It's hyperbole. It's 4 or 3. I could just skip where I like, you know, do something where it's just Okay, if I can pick up another mag, well, I already had like 10. That doesn't make sense. So that must have been a bug, and it must have reset my ammo now. So that's not good. Because I can still pick up mags, and that's not very bueno. I say bueno, like, you know when people say stuff and like they, like, that sounds super white. That sounds just like racist to white people. Yes, you can be racist to white people. But just like, I don't feel right picking fun at like, ouch, like just any race, like other than my own and my friends, because, well, actually more friends with just like I'm friends with some white people. God, I feel like I sound like really like I hate white people. I don't. My girlfriend's Polish, so that's. Get away from me! God damn it! All right, that's not good. That's no bueno. Yeah, but like when I say it, it's Americanized. There we go, because it's less racist if I call it a country instead of a name. What I do, when I say stuff like in a different language, sometimes I like saying like the pronunciation as if it's really bastardized. You know, like you know, when I was trying to speak that Latin, I could get some parts like where I was a bit confident because I know like one phrase in Latin that was from Dead Poet Society. You know the one Wilson was in, Carpe Diem, to seize like the day or something. I don't want to lose my fire axe though. Will it do that? I don't know. I don't actually know. Oh, I didn't do my thing. Wait, I talked to the doctor. I gotta get the gun. I don't know. I don't know if it'll like drop my axe or like end it. Oh god, that's what I'm afraid of. You know, I don't want that happening. Okay, wait, did it make those guns disappear? No, we good. All right. I'll do that. I've been like really off and on. You guys can hear how like my here, I'm gonna try and go for like the I think it was the second ending. I don't remember, when I first played this game, I got the good ending. Then second playthrough, I got like the ultra bad ending. It's where you guys remember how I said like killing Carcass was like you accepting Sophie's rejection? Yeah, it's kind of like I did that at first because I thought, oh, I thought I had to, and I didn't know I could escape. So I'm like, oh, okay, here, what happens if I escape? Then you come to the doctor guy. Will you give him the weapon? Giving him the weapon means you trust the doctor. You know, that's like a symbol for, yeah, hey, I will trust my therapist, and I will do this. And a funny thing is, when you like give him the gun, I think, or when you don't give the gun, he says you're by name. I don't remember what happens if you give him the gun, which I'm going to do. It's just I'm trying to explain stuff first. If you don't give him the gun, that's like the like opposite of what happens if you do. It's just you don't trust your therapist, and it does less damage, which like it'll be like perma damage because you know how like damage is in cutscenes and stuff. How like characters die in cutscenes, but they can like tank everything in like game. Yeah, this is supposed to be like metaphor for therapy and stuff. Like when I went to therapy, it didn't hurt as much for me the first time I went because I've already shared so much stuff over like the 3 hours of gameplay I think I recorded. I don't know if it's 3 hours. I suck with timing. Sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna give him the weapon. It just means, there's no ammo in it though. Yeah, I got that stuck in DJ's head.
Now, give me the key.
I knew I could trust you, Simon. I said something like, I'm glad he can trust you. See? He reloads the gun and shoots you. Yeah. I guess also instead of just yeah. Instead of it just being like a straight metaphor for I guess what's the word here? Like therapy and how it would like hurt the first time. It's not just that. It's also like oh God. It's like trust. Trust is okay. I said that way too fast. Like trusting someone. It's like if you're all willy-nilly with your trust, you're gonna get hurt. If you're like super like reserved with your trust, then you're also probably just gonna hurt yourself more. Because if you don't trust anyone, then you're isolating yourself, and being in isolation sucks. I would know. I feel like everyone would know. Like people have been isolated like at least once in their life. Not like super duper, like in a week, like what, camping in the woods for a week alone. That's just like then you feel like get to miss people. Maybe like not for a week for certain people. For a long time. But if you go like forever without human interaction, you'll lose it like mentally because we are social creatures. There's like been a bunch of studies on that. Got you, bastard. See, I remember my way around this game, kind of. Ooh. Almost got surprised there. I gotta say, I'm kind of getting bored of this game. I would love to keep talking, though, because, I love talking. But yeah. In this setting, I don't remember if it's ending 3 or 1, but it's where I kill Sophie, and I trust my doctor, and you'll, like, hear, like, in the conclusion, it'll just, like, be a narration of, like, Simon's, like, I guess, super slide note. I don't know how much I can say, like, that word. I dislike that I can't say it, because when you have to, like, censor yourself for stuff like that, it's not good, because then it, like, it takes away from what, like, victims and stuff, like, go through. It really just takes away, like, of all the, like, seriousness of what it is. Like, saying for, okay, I don't want to say it here, because I don't know how, like, much YouTube's thing is for it, but grape, you can't even say like the actual word for it. It's when you have to censor yourself, it's just like sometimes like people just don't take it as seriously, and it's like, okay, wait, I'm gonna write this down because I don't want to keep carrying this. But it's not good, I view, and like I know a lot of other people could view it too, but it's just censoring yourself on this kind of platform. It does take away from like a lot of the like seriousness. Like how I was wearing a Hello Kitty suit for a bit. It does like take away from some of the thing, but that's because I beat the game and it's like not my first rodeo here. But oh, this is the same thing DJ had. We beat the game. I'm not gonna tell you his channel unless he wants me to. I'll like tell that to you guys then can I not like drop it? Oh no, I can't. What the hell? Alright, well I'm going to anyways. Yeah, I just... Okay, I feel really spaced out right now. That's because I'm kind of... I don't know if I already said that I just kind of had some monsters. I did. I had 2. Wise idea? Probably not. But yeah, it's just... Also, I wrote this down because I don't like having to remember it. So 5, 1, 1, that's 7, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 6. If I'd saved at the beginning, it would be smarter, but I'm not so smart, am I? Self-deprecating jokes I find can be funny. That's my uncle. Don't mind that. You'll see like my Steam friends pop up, so just don't mind that. Sorry if it like bugs you guys. It's like how when I started the game, you'll see that. 5, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I can drop that now. You know, in the speedrunning community, people have like always tried to get the best. I think when I guess speedrunning scene was first there, like the strat was like when you beat Nightmare mode, you get an unlimited ammo of FAMAS G2. It's just called FAMAS in game. I like specifying though because I know guns and I wanna brag that I show guns. I love those things. Yeah, I think the time that he got was like maybe 2 hours and 5 minutes, so just like above like what you should beat, or I don't know. I think it was like sub 2 hour, and that was just like him running around. No like I guess know-how of glitches. It was like the most basic run, but it was like the first, so that's what is interesting about it. That's what's interesting about it. Oh my god. It was 5, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm gonna go get my axe and leave it in the thing. If my axe has disappeared, I'm gonna get so sad. Oh, please, please, please. I'm begging you, please. Yes! Oh my god, thank you. Oh, I love this fire axe. You know? I... You know, I have issues. I feel like Roger in that one, like, American Dad clip, you know, just... I don't know, he was talking about something. He was, like, dressed up as a... I believe a lady of the night. And he was just... Yeah, sometimes when I was younger, my dad used to beat the shit out of me. It's funny because it's just... Hello guys, I'm recording an outro like a week from this video. Don't worry, fifth part will be up soon. This series took like I think 6 or 5 parts. I don't know, I have to cut up the videos and I'm not very good at that. Anyways, thank you for watching. See ya.